numbers. Let's talk about numbers again. So numbers, like I've said before, are a really important part of literacy, but what I wanted to talk about today was actual counting skills. And yes, your child might be able to count, which is awesome, but there are two really important skills that actually go into counting that are going to give us a lot of uses when it comes to literacy. So I'm going to show you these two skills. So this is my activity. What I've done is I've pulled out some of my number dots, but like with everything, you don't have to have these fancy resources. They just are really pretty and we love them. These are our Grappat loose parts from Nesk Kids, and these are our number match dots from Teaching Two Toddlers. So there are two skills that I want to talk to you about today. One of them is called sabotaging and the other one is called one-to-one correspondence. So if you have a look at these dots, I've already matched them. And this is because my kids don't yet know that this number of dots relates to this number. My kids can count, so my kids are both toddlers, age 2 and 3. And if they counted, then the dots on there, they would know what number to match it with. But to do that requires a skill called one-to-one correspondence. And what that is when you touch something with your finger, you say something at the same time. So I would say 1, 2. And then I would know that this is the number 2. So this requires them to know not only how to do one-to-one correspondence, but also that this number represents the word two when we say 2, and then they can match them together. So this is actually quite a complex task and requires a few different skills. Now, as an adult, I can actually look at this number of dots and say 2. I know it's 2. And I can probably do that up to quite a large amount. But, you know, as the number gets bigger, it gets harder and harder. You know, it could be quite difficult to sabotage this. So that's called sabotaging. That's where you can look at a group of items and you know exactly how many there are. So there are two skills that are really, really important. So we want to practice that one-to-one correspondence in going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knowing that this is number 5 is really important as well. And making sure we're not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, each number has to correspond to pointing to one of them. So activities where we look at the number of dots and we make sure we've got them, they might actually be better off starting to put the pieces, the loose parts. You might have Lego or Smarties or, you know, anything that is small and able to be counted. They might put them in the same sort of arrangement as the dots for now. But those two skills are exceptionally important because it's not just about being able to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about being able to sabotage and have one-to-one correspondence and know what each of the numbers are in their symbolic form. So lots of skills to do with counting, and these are really, really important when it comes to words because we might need to count the number of syllables, we might need to count the number of sounds, we might need to count the number of letters that are on the page. So counting and numbers are critical.